Morning VC. Alright, so Alex, Motor 247, has put up his experimental vinyl tag. I believe he did it last year. I believe I did a response, so I'm going to do a response again. Because this one really got the wheels turning, some good prompts, 5 of them. And I actually have quite a bit to show in this video. Things just kind of coincided. One thing being this record that arrived in the mail recently, and one that Alex pointed out to me was available, and so I picked it up. It's not going to be for one of the prompts, but figured it's the only record I got this week, so we'll throw it in to this video for my vinyl finds. Derek Bailey, guitar, Lot 74 solo improvisations, the Iannis label from the UK, an original copy. We'll show you the lovely Iannis label. Some really out there stuff on this label, this being no different. Solo guitar, very improvised, very unique. A lot of it's hard to describe. He's messing with the harmonics quite a bit on the guitar. You can still hear where he's hitting the harmonic sections of the guitar, but you know, yeah, stretching it out and things like that. Really cool record. Very fascinating record to listen to. Derek Bailey guitar. Very experimental, so fitting for this video. The first prompt was to show an album or song with minimalism, and so what we've got playing in the background is actually a tape of a Mont Young Dream installation. It's a bootleg tape that I got from Lunchbox. This is the A-side, installation 27/72. This was recorded in California in 1966 with Lamont Young and Marion Zazila. No other information, so I can't really tell you what it is their instruments are. It's a very minimal drone. I know they do that with voice a lot, and various instruments. That's what will be playing in the background. One of the pillars of minimalism, as Alex pointed out, and another one would be Terry Riley, which he mentioned, because I don't have a lot of stuff in this particular genre, if you want to call it a genre, but this is a record that Alex actually sent me from the Oddments page. Happy Ending, music composed for the film Les Yeux Fermés. I'm not sure how that's pronounced in French, but this is a fantastic record. I think he's playing mostly organ, and it can be repetitive, but it's very beautiful. I love this record. Terry Riley, Happy Ending, music composed for the film Les Yeux Fermés. I'm not sure. It's still got the Japanese obi. Very nice copy. Sounds fantastic. But yeah, if you're gonna get into minimalism, you know, Lamont Young, Terry Riley are 2 good ones to start with. If you're, you know, not deep into this type of stuff like myself, you can learn a lot more from Alex at Motor 247. You know, one of the channels that why I love the VC. You're always learning about musicians and music that you've never heard of. That's the whole point of this. Number 2, show an album song that evokes a dream state. I thought of this record, Xenakis, Metastasis, Pitheprocta, and Iannis. This is an original French copy that I actually got from Record Wonderland, and Chris was kind enough to point out that it was in the shop, and I was able to pick this up from him some years back. It used to belong to Someone named Raoul Vidal that lived in Paris. Still has his name thing on it. Amazing composer. I believe he lived in France, but was Greek. Iannis Xenakis. And here's what I'll show you the labels. On La Chante du Monde. This is an amazing record, and the song that evokes a dream state is Metastasis. The first, very hard to describe. I would say it sounds more like a nightmare an angel would have. So I'll try to leave links to some things here too in the video, like to that track. But yeah, that would be my one for evokes a dream state. Xenakis, Metastasis. Next prompt, show an album or song with animal sounds. This one was pretty easy for me. I actually have a tape here, and I'll try to leave a link to this song off of Bandcamp. But there's a guitar duo from Spain called Mont, M-O-N-T, and they have a demo cassette that came out on Biora Discos. That's what the cover looks like there, cover art. And one of the opening songs has a little dog barking as they were recording the guitar playing, and they left it in, and it's actually really, really cool. You would think it would be annoying, but it's actually not. It's just they recorded this naturally at home out on the porch, and the dog was there barking, so it's really cool. Fantastic. One of my favorite pieces of music is this cassette. I don't think they've done anything since either. I need to find out what the deal is. But this is this is number 9 of 30. They only made 30 cassettes on this label. Great label, Biora Discos, Spain. But this is the record that definitely came to mind. Bennink solo on the ICP label, number 11 from 1972. One of my favorite musicians of all time, drummer, percussionist, improviser, and this is an out there record. He is doing everything on anything you can imagine. The instruments listed are drums, dung, conkling, kenne, oi oi, voice, soft trumpet, a fiddle-like instrument, prepared trombone, and this is the one instrument that's listed that's interesting, recording of Brazilian jungle, mokugyo, rolmo, silnian, kazoo, etc. But there's a song that opens the B-side called Listen the Birds, and a lot of bird sounds in that track, and it's used very well, and it could be the recording of the Brazilian jungle that's in there. But yeah, that would be my, of course you have the bird there, the cover. That would be my prompt for show an album with animal sounds. And then another, I just got this and showed this, I think in my last video, but Keita Carroll, the spoken word. The last song on the 4th side, he plays the trumpet over crickets in the background, like if you're outside and you hear the crickets. I don't know if that really counts as animal sounds, but it runs throughout the track. I thought that was another one that came to mind since I just got that and heard it. Show an album or song with strange beauty. Now, I don't have the full album. I'd love to get it. I've seen it around, actually recently in 2 record stores. But that's John Cage meets Sun Ra. This is the DVD 7-inch on Modern Harmonic. And so there are a couple tracks from the album on this 7-inch. But it does come with the full performance on DVD. And it is the strangest shit I've ever seen in my life. Well, at least the John Cage part because he's just mumbling some language he came up with on the spot, or maybe he composed it. I think I've heard actually maybe he composed it, but it's just like some language he created, and it's bonkers. But the crowd was into it. This was done on Coney Island, so it fits right in. The Sun Ra parts he gets crazy up there on the Moog and keyboard. But June Tyson is in this. There's your beauty. Love her voice. An absolute favorite musician. June Tyson. So yeah, strange beauty right here for sure. And some of what Sun Ra plays is freaking awesome and beautiful, like always. Yet out there. Alright, so the last prompt. Show an album song with cover art by a visual artist or art made of vinyl. I'm going to show a visual artist that has a bunch of albums, and I so happen to have a good stack of them. I'll be getting more sooner than later. And that's from the sculptor, painter, printer, Ralph Winkler. Otherwise known as A.R. Penck from Germany. He also was a drummer, played piano, and he did all the cover art for this series of private pressings in Germany in the 80s, mainly. So I have 5 of them. This is the Royal Academy music performance from 1985, and this is one of my favorite jazz records of all time. This is an absolutely stunning piece of music. Featuring Bob Flagg on saxophone, which is actually John Chakai. He couldn't use his name on this particular record because he was under contract with a label at the time. Frank Wolny and Heinz Wolny usually appear on these records on guitar and bass. A.R. Penck's on piano on this, not on drums. Louis Maholo is on the drums. Phenomenal performance. Yeah, that's a favorite. But the artwork is A.R. Penck. And then I've got a bunch more here. There's a group TTT. There's your cover by Mr. Penck. This one features Frank Lowe on sax, Louis Maholo drums, and the same group, Mr. Penck on Fender piano, and the Wolny brothers. This one is What About Jazz Today? We have Butch and Hackney from TTT. Butch Morris in the mix now with Frank Lowe in that group. I think Mr. Penck may be on drums now. I don't think Mr. Maholo's on this one. Yeah, but anyway, this one's a gatefold double, and all the artwork again. Mr. Winkler. All right, and we've got just a couple more here. This one's also, I think, TTT. This is New York, featuring Catch the Dollar, Proof and Search, I think is the cuts. Frank Wright, sax, Butch Morris, cornet, the Wolny brothers, guitar and bass, Mr. Penck on drums. That one. And then you have aspects of the New York situation. This is a double, a similar lineup. Let's see if I can show you what one of the records looks like. Really cool labels too. They have this lion on them. These are great albums. Great jazz. Pretty much have to get them all from Germany. So yeah, it's the experimental vinyl tag featuring Lamont Young Dream Installation. Peace.